Morning. We asked our guests from the previous hour to stick around for a few more minutes. We do have later this hour, let me look and make sure I have the right hat for him. Mayor Henry is going to be with us here in a few minutes, so we'll have plenty of time for him. But now this isn't right. I don't know how this happens. I have a birthday notice on here. It says here Jeannie Bush is 105 today.
Ooh, probably not.
No. That's not right.
Or she's looking really great.
She looks really, really good for being 105.
Somehow I don't think that's a compliment. But anyway, we'll have Mayor Henry on here in just a little bit. But we have incoming Superintendent Thad Phipps is with us, and incoming Assistant Superintendent for
Elementary Education and Federal Programs.
There you go. Oh, you get to work with the feds.
Oh, yeah.
Tammy Davis is with us, and we're kind of talking about just some good issues happening with the schools, and we talked about the career fair and the EOY art exhibit. What is that? EOY. What does that stand
End
for?
of year.
End of year.
Okay.
End of year. I just didn't want to spell it all out there, so we could just kind of make this list a little bit shorter. But anyhow, our art teachers in the district brought examples of the students' art from the last semester up to the administration building and had it on display for about 3 weeks. And so we love it when they do that, because it just brings a lot of different color and a lot of different creative things to our building, so that when people come, we have something to show them besides ourselves. You know, we want to show them what the kids are doing, and so we really appreciate our art teachers doing that. And then they hosted last Monday night. They hosted a time for the kids to bring their parents and aunts and uncles, family, and show them their art. And then there was a judging contest, and so there were some folks from our community that came up and helped judge the art. And so kids got ribbons, you know, first, second, and third place. And then the art teachers gave 4 of us an opportunity to have an Administrator's Choice Award. And so they were little yellow stars. And so Mr. Knoll and Mr. Parker, Mr. Skinner, and I got one of those, and we went and chose the one that we thought was the Administrator's Choice. And so it was a really nice evening. And so we just appreciate our art teachers wanting to display the kids' art, and the kids just did such a wonderful job. Just excellent work. So we wanted to mention that. The next thing was the banquets that have been held for the last 3 weeks. It seems like it's a marathon of banquets, but what a wonderful way to, you know, kind of finish up a school year and to recognize all of the kids in our activities and our sports. A lot of those banquets have been in the Bulldog Training Center. They're at the administration building, so it allows Mr. Knoll and I and the other folks in the building a chance to go down and participate. But lots of banquets, lots of recognition for the kids, and so we're just want to say a shout out to all those kids that are in those programs. They're so important to be involved in the things that are in Artesia Public Schools, and we're sure proud of all of them. Last night, Gene, we had a scholarship night. It's a kind of a first time we've done that at the Bulldog Pit. And so we invited our community in. It was a great idea by Mr. Greer and Mr. McAllister, Mrs. Goff, and our counseling team to bring all of our seniors in and recognize all of them who have been awarded a scholarship at the Artesia High School. And of course, tomorrow night at the bowl, Mr. Parker will announce to the community kind of what the full dollar amount was. But last night was a chance for each kid to be recognized for the scholarships that they were awarded. And so it was a nice night for that kind of recognition. And then several of us drove up to Penasco last night, 44 miles to the west, and we were able to watch the Penasco kindergartners. There was 3 of them that graduated last night. They were so cute in their little orange caps and gowns. And then we have 3 8th graders up there that are going to be graduating from Penasco School, and 2 of them coming to the Artesia schools next year as freshmen, and 1 student, just because of where they live, going to choose to attend the Cloudcroft schools. But Mrs. Elkins, you know, and Cassie Malone up there, they just do such a great job teaching those kids. There's 18 of them up there this year, and so what a wonderful community Penasco is. You know, that building up there kind of serves as kind of a community center, and it's just a really neat atmosphere. And so it was nice to watch all of them graduate. And like you've been announcing all morning.
Yes.
We have baccalaureate tonight as well as graduation tomorrow. One additional is a senior banquet is tonight, and it's in the Bulldog Training Center, and so all of the seniors and the senior class sponsors and administration will be in there, just having one last meal together and one last good opportunity for the class of 2022 to meet together. And
I had somebody ask me last week, because we mentioned it, I think this was a first-time event, the Bulldog Sunset.
Yes.
What was that, and did that seem to be well attended and well received?
That was one of the events that I didn't make it to, and so I didn't get to see it personally. I saw it I looked out my office and looked at the bowl and saw that there were people doing things over there. So I wasn't actually there, but Mr. Parker said it was a really neat event, and basically just a time for the seniors to spend time together in the bowl, not necessarily the last time, but as a class, and so it was a nice time for them. And so I wished I knew a little bit more about it, but I just don't. One thing that we're excited about, and we want to make sure that we give recognition to, is last week Wilbanks Trucking showed up at Bulldog Bowl on Thursday, and they helped us change all of the light bulbs in the fixtures on the Bulldog Bowl lights, as well as cleaning all of those fixtures. And so they sent 7 guys out to Bulldog Bowl, and they worked Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all day, 3 of those days, except for the wind. When the wind was blowing, they had their huge crane out there, and again, a group of 7 guys led by Herman Martinez, the crane operator David Finney, Daniel Mejia, Devin Dennis, Alejandro Berdoza, Jose Villa, and Ezekiel Chavez, and those guys just spent hours and hours and hours cleaning all of the inside of those fixtures, cleaning the lenses on the outside, and installing some new bulbs for us. And so on Saturday night about 8:30, I turned the lights on, and I couldn't even look at them, Gene. They look like just brand new fixtures, yeah, and the field is just so well lit up. And so we know that there's been folks in the community, that have contacted us and said, we really think y'all might want to look at your lights, or either that or we're just getting old. And so we want to let people know that it wasn't that you were getting old, David Conklin being one of them, one of our school board members. David, you weren't getting old. What it was, and Lance Wilbanks, I was telling him about it, he said, Dad, it's because they're dirty.
Yeah.
He said, I was up there in the basket a couple of years ago changing some bulbs with some of my guys, and he said, it's not that your fixtures are too old or that your bulbs are really all that bad. He said, it's just your fixtures got a bunch of dirt. And, of course, you can't see them, Gene. It's 100 foot in the air.
That's right.
And so he had a really good idea, Lance did, and so he just got his guys together and sent them over, and when they get them cleaned up. So I guess the point of all that is we want to say thank you to Wilbanks Trucking, and also that they did it in such a timely manner, so that graduation, so that we can see our graduates down there on Thursday night, and we won't have any trouble with that. And so thank you to them. And just to round some things out, I just want to say thank you to our community for a wonderful school year. There's just been tremendous support all the way around, from the beginning to the end. A lot of understanding, as we worked through and got out of the pandemic and started getting rolling and kind of started getting a tractor out of the mud, so to speak, and started building some steam. As a community and as a state and as a nation, we just appreciate, because the school district can't do it on its own. I mean, it takes the parents, it takes the school businesses, it takes the pastors of our churches. It just takes everybody, grandma, grandpa, putting forth the effort into this school district, and it is just one big family here in Artesia. So we just want to make sure that we recognize that and we celebrate that and say thank you to everybody.
Now, I know you've got some construction projects coming. You always have things going on, but there's a couple that are involved: the Bulldog Bowl and the Auditorium. I know it's hard to believe, but believe it or not, Ben White is actually excited about something.
Yes. No, he is. No, he is, and it's a wonderful time to bring that up, because we are going to be starting next Tuesday at both of those facilities. The auditorium is going to get a major renovation. All of the curtains are coming down. All of the old counterbalance system, all the rigging is coming down. Brand new lighting, LED lighting, sound system. We're going to be doing some renovations to the dressing room in the back, as well as adding a cry room up front. For those of you that know what a cry room is, it's just when babies start to cry or when kids are being fussy. We would appreciate if you're in the performance taking them out of the performance. But what we're going to do is put some monitors out there in that front lobby so that you can still enjoy the, still enjoy the production, but have the babies or whoever's fussing. Maybe it's a cranky husband. I don't know.
Maybe it's a dad.
Send his tail out there. Hey, go watch something out there. I'm tired of listening to you. But anyhow,
Every home needs fun.
yeah. So that
they're gonna go to the cry room and they're gonna look for the remote.
Yes. Yes.
They're going to put it on the game, and something like that. So don't let them have that excuse. To
Husbands, you can't watch the game in the cry room. It's just not going to happen. But anyhow, that one's going to go all the way through, Gene, probably the end of September. And so we just wanted to make sure the community was aware that the auditorium will be completely shut down to use between now and the end of September. And Bulldog Bowl, we are replacing the field turf as well as the berm turf, and so unfortunately we're going to have to close Bulldog Bowl for those who are exercising. We're so sorry. We don't like to do that. We know it's a nice public place for people to run the stairs and run the track, but please use the junior high track, if you still want to do that. But it'll be closed pretty much through August the 5th. And that's what our goal is to get it done. But the berms are going to take quite a bit of time. We're going to have to rework the base course that's underneath it and put shotcrete. We're going to actually install shotcrete and then put turf on top of that. And so those facilities will be closed over the summer. And then we also wanted to mention our food service. This summer. We are planning on doing that. I spoke with Mr. Caldera yesterday. We do have enough staff members to open up four facilities, and so we're going to kind of have a north, south, east, west kind of in mind. So if you can picture the junior high being our north facility, Zia being our south, Grand Heights being our west, and Roselawn being our east. We're gonna start that next Tuesday. After the day after Memorial Day, people can come pick up their food from 10 to 2. And we will be serving on that particular Tuesday 6 breakfasts and 6 lunches. And then after that, Gene, we're going to start hitting every Monday. And so there'll be 7 Mondays in the summer and then 1 more Tuesday. And that's just because of the July 4th.
Okay.
And so it's Mondays except for next Tuesday and the Tuesday after July 4th, which is July 5th, and we're going to be serving on the Mondays. We'll be serving 7 breakfasts and 7 lunches, and then when we have it on Tuesday, it'll be 6 breakfasts and 6 lunches at those 4 locations, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so we really appreciate the volunteers, paid volunteers that are going to be helping us put those meals together, so that we make sure that the kids in our community have that very much needed nutrition over the summer. So thank you to Mr. Caldera and Selena Duran for leading that for us, and for all of the paid volunteers that are going to help us put those meals together over the summer.
So Grand Heights, the junior high, Roselawn,
yes,
and
Artesia Intermediate and Zia.
Okay, Artesia Intermediate.
Zia.
Is Zia.
Yeah, it's
Is
Zia.
Zia. Oh, okay. All right.
Also known as, everybody knows Zion Park, but Artesia Junior High and Artesia Intermediate. Yes, sir.
And Grand Heights and Roselawn. That starts next week. So
I know there's a lot of information, Gene, but we just always appreciate KSVP and everything that you do to make sure. I mean, you guys are so intentional that you cover everything that we have with the Artesia Public Schools, and we just couldn't thank you enough. So
we're happy to do it. Tammy, was there anything else you want to add as you move from one position to another?
I'm sad and happy all at the same time. As long as no one asks me if I'm okay, I'm okay. It has been a really good year. I had a second grader tell me, he goes, I really like when we get to go to school all the days in a row. I said, yeah, it's really good, isn't it? We do have summer opportunities for our kids that are starting Tuesday.
Okay.
In our elementary schools. We have ours at Central's called Discovery Days, and we're going to be doing lots of activities with our STEM lab and engineering, and reading and writing and learning about engineering for about 9 days. So we have lots of kids involved in that. We have a summer STEM camp that's going to be July 11th through the 14th. That I think we opened that up at 8:30 yesterday, and it was full by 9:30.
Wow. Okay.
But there is a waiting list. So if you have a student going into second through fifth grade, they should have got a flyer yesterday, and lots of exciting things happening with our science and technology, engineering and math activities. So we're getting excited for next year.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. And I know we get past the summer, get ready for school to begin again. I'm sure we'll pick up on our schedule. I'm not sure what you want to do during the summer months, but we'll be here for you if that's
You bet.
what you guys would like to do.
Okay.
All right. Thad Phipps, Tammy Davis, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're